Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, accompanied by guests of honor.
Kita bangunkan, bina kota, bina insan, dari budi jadi budaya, bina asas kemampanan, kesejahteraan masa depan. Ayuh seluruh anak bertivi, bangunkan Malaysia madani, sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Ayuh seluruh anak bertivi, semarakkan Malaysia madani, sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Keyakinan jadi ikutan, pendirian jiwa ihsan.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, kindly remain standing for National Anthem Negaraku. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to bless this event, I would like to invite Al-Fadil Ustaz Muhammad Nazri Mistaqim, the Imam of Masjid Negara, for Doa recitation. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Malaysia Madani. the nation and the people. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa baraka wa sallam walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Al-Fadil Ustaz Muhammad Nazri Mustaqim, the Imam of Masjid Negara, for the dua recitation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, Yang Berhormat Dato Seri Rafizi Ramli, Minister of Economy, Yang Berhormat Senator Datuk Seri Utama Tengku Zafrul bin Tunku Abdul Aziz, Minister of Trade, Investment, Trade and Industry MITI. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Seri Syamsul Azri bin Abu Bakar, Chief Secretary General. Yang berbahagia Datuk Nur Azmi Diron, Secretary General Ministry of Economy. Mr. Rene Haas, CEO of ARM. Mr. Will Abbey, EVP and Chief Commercial Officer ARM. Tan Sri Datuk Datin, government senior officials, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the launching ceremony Strategic Collaboration in Semiconductor Industry 2025. Today is a historic milestone that will redefine Malaysia's technological landscape, where we will witness a collaboration that marks a generational shift, one that will not only galvanize the semiconductor industry, but will also establish an entirely new vertical Malaysian artificial intelligence server chips. On behalf of the Ministry of Economy and our esteemed partners, I would like to extend my warmest welcome to each and every one of you here, and we are very much honored in your presence as we embark on this revolutionary journey together. Now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to cordially invite Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Rafizi Ramli, Minister of Economy, for a welcoming speech. Please welcome.
Masa depan, ayo seluruh anak berdiri, bangunkan Malaysia madani sepenuh hati.
Yang Berhormat Dato Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dato Seri Utama Tengku Zafrul Aziz, Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry, Rene Haas, CEO of ARM, Will Abbey, Chief Commercial Officer of ARM, C.K. Seng, President of North America for ARM, ambassadors, senior government officials, senior management of ARM, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time to attend today's important event. I know the ARM team has flown from every part of the world, Cupertino from California, from Cambridge in the UK, and Taipei to be here with us today. Months of intense work went into bringing this to life. The structuring of the IP framework and model, the coordination and alignment with every rung of our organizations, the long and arduous negotiations behind the scenes. I am thankful to the government and ARM's patience for the past few months to bring this across the line. I want to use this opening remark to share a short story that hopefully gives color to how this partnership came to be. It all started from Malaysia's inaugural tech conference, KL20, in April 2024, when we invited C.K. Seng of ARM Limited to attend as a speaker and also as collaborator to the IC Design Park in Selangor. Then, C.K. and the ARM team were invited to a private meeting with the Prime Minister. At the end of the two-day conference, the government and ARM agreed that we had to do more. We needed a deeper, more substantive partnership that aligns with the Prime Minister's technology vision. At a macro level, we know a few things to be true. One, our semiconductor industry must move from OSAT or back end that captures between 5 to 10% of the value to IC design that captures over 60% of the supply chain value. Two, our economic strategy requires Malaysia to build local, indigenous technology for higher margin exports and supply chain resilience. And third, we need to venture into new technology areas like AI, robotics, autonomous vehicles, and IoT. Now, the question is, what should we do to achieve all three? That is when we have gone through the rounds of negotiations with ARM to find a collaboration model that is meaningful and, more importantly, takes an ecosystem perspective, not something one-off or reliant on our low-cost labor, but one that is ambitious but a technological leapfrogging. What we have today is a comprehensive ecosystem partnership with ARM, where we would work to develop complex design companies with ARM's IP expertise, develop 10,000 talents for the pipeline, and to design based on ARM's crown jewel, that is the ARM Compute Subsystem, or CSS. For each of the CSS, we are looking to build a complete supply chain in advanced industries, such as AI data centers, AI data servers, autonomous vehicles, IoT, robotics, and other verticals. An ecosystem perspective also means that we will prioritize local players as the first resort for every part of the supply chain. For this to work, we have put in place a collaborative structure with advanced foreign firms, proposed technology transfer and localization requirements so that we could uplift our local players in a realistic and holistic way. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next few months, we will show progress on this ARM collaboration. Hopefully, we will have a 10-year vision of how we want to do this, and that includes announcing the recipients of CSS tokens, highlighting the collaboration with local players, and showcasing these technology prototypes at the next KL20 conference. There is one last thing I wanted to share. Towards the end of the many conversations with ARM, someone in the room will inevitably ask, why Malaysia? Why would the world's largest chip architecture designer choose Malaysia? Time and again, we were convinced that this is indeed the right time, right place, and the right people coming together. A collaboration with ARM is a show of confidence in what we could do. Malaysians owe it to ourselves to have faith in our abilities and aspirations, and to say that we are ready and we will be ready to follow the path of history. I hope this is the start of something new and something great. Thank you very much for taking the time for today's launch. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good day.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Dato Seri Rafizi Ramli, Minister of Economy, for that welcoming speech. Now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, up next, please welcome Mr. Rene Haas, the Chief Executive Officer of ARM, for an official address. Please welcome.
Masa depan, ayo seluruh anak pertiwi, bangunkan Malaysia madani, sepenuh hati jiwa.
Hello. Good afternoon. Salamat pada. It is my great honor to be here with you today. Thank you so much for the kind opening remarks. I'm very much struck by the ambition and vision of what the government of Malaysia is setting out to do, and very excited to tell you how ARM fits in with that. So I don't know how many of you know our company, but we serve the entire planet of devices, whether it is the edge, security cameras, thermostats, IoT devices, mobile phones, PCs, robotics, automobiles, and cloud. every device needs compute. And ARM is the leader. We do this through the ARM compute platform. So ARM's CPUs, the brain of every digital device, is the heart of that thermostat, the heart of your smartphone, the heart of your personal computer, your automobile, your robot, and the cloud. A little bit about the history of our company. I'm very proud to have been with ARM as the CEO now for 3 years. I've been with ARM 12 years. ARM is a little bit over 30 years old, about 35 years old. We started inside the United Kingdom in Cambridge. And in those 35 years, through our partners, over 300 billion chips have been shipped with ARM inside. I can almost promise you that everybody in this room has ARM somewhere on their pocket or body, since you probably all have smartphones. And I can assure that all of you have multiple ARM devices in your home, whether it's your automobile, your appliances in your kitchen, or even your smart TVs, where those applications are powered by ARM. We estimate, this is a very crazy number, 99% of the world's connected population uses ARM in one way or another. And since we are all connected, all those connections take place through ARM. Now, what makes ARM unique, however, is not our fantastic technology, although I'm very proud of it. Our CPUs, which are very well known for low power and efficiency, which I'm very proud of. Your devices that today run on batteries that are very low power, that would not happen without ARM. But what makes ARM the most popular and compelling compute architecture ever invented is the ecosystem. A CPU is only as good as the software that runs on it. Whether it's your applications, your operating system, your VPN, security. We have the world's largest software developer system, 20 million and growing. And it's this ecosystem that we have that I think perfectly places us to partner with the government of Malaysia. Now, we know that Malaysia's had decades of experience in the semiconductor industry, back in the 1970s with companies like Intel and TI. And what that means is a very rich ecosystem has been born here around advanced packaging and assembly and manufacturing. And by taking this rich knowledge of how to make an ecosystem work and partnering with ARM, who also knows how to make ecosystems work, we believe that this partnership is very well poised for not only success, but huge transformation, and we are so honored and thrilled to be part of it. Now, why is today the day and now the time? It's artificial intelligence. I started my career at Texas Instruments in 1984, and actually one of the very first trips I took to this part of the world was in Singapore, where TI was doing what was that back then called low-cost manufacturing in Singapore, which I don't think even makes sense anymore. But I remember always thinking what made me so interested in technology and computers. It was the idea that someday computers could think, and computers could think like humans, and make decisions, and create innovation, and invent things. But I always thought that, that was the kind of thing that was not in my lifetime. Artificial intelligence was science fiction. It was the kind of thing you read about, but it was not the kind of thing that we would be able to experience. But boy, I was not right on that one. The advent of what we're seeing with artificial intelligence is unlike anything we'll have seen as far as other technological revolutions and transformations. AI will have the chance to eliminate diseases, create better foods, have people live longer and better lives. And some say maybe not work so much, but we'll have to see about that. But it's very clear that we are in an age of innovation with AI that is going to be unlike anything that we've seen, which makes this partnership and this timing so perfect. Because as ARM is the compute hardware and CPU that exists in all these devices, as I said, AI is going to run everywhere. AI is not just a large language model running in a data center. AI is something running in a medical device. AI is something that runs in a security camera. AI is something that scientists can use for innovation about protein folding to develop new drugs. ARM will be at the heart of AI. It's impossible to run AI or any AI workload without doing it on ARM, which is why this partnership is, in my mind, just perfect. The future of AI will be on ARM, and as of today, the future of AI is going to run on ARM, and it's going to run here. And we are thrilled. I'm personally very honored and humbled to be part of this. I applaud the vision of the Malaysian government, the ambition, the courage to embark on such a program. And I would like to personally thank Prime Minister Anwar for his steadfast vision and the stories of how to get this all done. I know it was not easy, but we are not only exceptionally grateful, but we won't let you down. This is going to be an extremely exciting 10 years and more. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rene Haas, the Chief Executive Officer of ARM. All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now allow it to be my honor up next to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, for a keynote address. Please welcome.
Masa depan, ayo seluruh anak bertivi, bangunkan Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Saudara Fizi, Tengku Zafrul, Menteri, Tan Sri KSN, Rene Haas dan rakan-rakan yang saya muliakan, duta besar yang ramai hadir. Hari ini sebenarnya kita catat satu sejarah dalam dunia semiconductor. Satu tekad dengan dasar semiconductor strategi yang kita luncurkan tahun lalu dan kita laksanakan melalui beberapa inisiatif, dan dengan ARM gergasi dalam bidang semiconductor dan AI, dan seperti yang disebut seolah-olah sebagai pencetus perubahan ini, saya anggap Malaysia di tapak yang benar. Saya nak ambil kesempatan ini juga untuk menyatakan bahawa persiapan bukan sahaja daripada sebut ekosistem, tetapi latihan segala kemudahan yang mungkin harus dikerahkan untuk melaksanakan program ini. Tadi, tengah hari tadi, saya dengan KSN ke Mosti. Dan apa yang kita tekankan? Kita bicara soal ARM. Kita bicarakan keperluan seluruh jentera kerajaan, universiti, pusat pendidikan, industri, agensi sains harus digerak dan dikerahkan untuk pastikan anak-anak kita punya latihan yang cukup dari segi kelayakan, keterampilan, kemahiran supaya dapat memanfaatkan kehadiran syarikat semiconductor gergasi seperti ARM. Now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at a similar crossroads as we experienced in the 70s, referred to by Rene Haas just now. The National Semiconductor Strategy, launched last year, represents a fundamental shift, elevating Malaysia beyond a production hub to become a leader in high-value semiconductor activities. Beyond assembly and testing, the NSS promises and prioritizes IC design, semiconductor manufacturing equipment, advanced packaging, and front-end processes, making strides to expand Malaysia's role in the global semiconductor supply chain. Thank you, Rene, and I must state that last year I had an opportunity to participate in KL20 and met CK. And CK Zhang, thank you very much. I somehow already identified him and said, I want to see you, if possible, tomorrow in the office. And took the opportunity to listen. And this is the ARM team, Rene, is quite formidable because in half an hour they were able to convince me. Partly because I think my technical expertise may be limited. So these enchanting terms were dramatic. So with Rafizi and Zafro, the team, we started working. And they said that about 8-9 months was surprisingly short in terms of effecting this major strike. I told them, given a choice, I would have done it in 3 months. That's how I'm convinced about Malaysia's partnership with ARM to ensure that we succeed. Now, the government has made semiconductors a national priority, committing significant resources and a structured long-term strategy to drive this transformation. Today, Malaysia's collaboration with ARM represents the start of the second semiconductor wave, or I would say even revolution. This marks a fundamental shift in our approach to semiconductors and technology that will define our future. Through a comprehensive partnership with ARM, we have conceived one of the most ambitious technological plans Malaysia has ever seen to pioneer made by Malaysia AI chips. These chips will be designed, manufactured, tested, and assembled here and sold to the rest of the world. This partnership has of course, 3 key features. First, to establish comprehensive training program for 10,000 IC design engineers, creating a robust talent pipeline for our semiconductor industry. I alluded to this issue earlier on in Malay to instruct all relevant agencies, both in the public and the private sector. Our education institutions, our universities must focus and start this program immediately, and I think the various ministers must then receive immediate report on a monthly basis about their plan in collaboration with ARM and the industries. Now, second, it will provide selected Malaysian companies with privileged access to ARM's cutting-edge technology and the IP portfolio. And third, it will facilitate the development of locally designed semiconductor products, advancing 5 of the nation's goal of producing more advanced chips in Malaysia. Beyond offering state-of-the-art technologies that cover all parts of the semiconductor design, ARM is also establishing its first ASEAN office in Kuala Lumpur, with the aim to expand outreach to ASEAN, Australia, New Zealand markets. I'm thankful for the trust that the ARM senior management has placed on our country. This partnership was made possible by a cross-ministerial effort involving Ministry of Economy, MITI. We have to ensure a competitive and structured investment framework. It's easier with MITI than the Ministry of Finance. MIDA for must continue to spearhead facilitation efforts and finalizing the agreement. Of course, the Ministry of Finance, the urging the Ministry of Economy, of course, so that we can align our financial incentives and sustainable long-term economic impact. Together, these ministries have worked diligently to secure Malaysia's position as a global semiconductor leader. I am confident, inshallah, that we will create economic multipliers that are not confined by the beautiful shores of Malaysia. The day when Malaysia embarks on the second semiconductor wave is finally here. Thank you again. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Yang Minister. Can you remain on the stage for the launching gimmick? Now, I also would like to invite Yang Berhormat Dato' Seri Rafizi Ramli, Yang Berhormat Senator Dato' Seri Utama Tengku Zafrul, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Seri Syamsul Azri, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Nur Azmi Diron, Mr. Rene Haas and Mr. Will Abbey up on the stage to accompany Yang Berhormat Prime Minister for the launching gimmick. All right, we're going to divide 3 and 3 on each side. 3 to 3 on each side, left and right. All right, now for your information, for our launching gimmick today, we are going to present a chip that will be presented to Yang Berhormat Prime Minister and Mr. Rene to pass it. Now, I would like to invite our Prime Minister and Mr. Rene to kindly show the chip to our audiences. This is probably a mock-up of a chip made in Malaysia that you will see in the near future. Now, we're going to do this launching gimmick together. Kindly place the chip on the launching pad on my countdown in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're not done yet. We're not done. We have one more surprise for our guests of honor. Kindly remain on the stage here. All right, one more surprise in 3, 2, 1. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, and our guests of honor. That is the gimmick of a saber rack, shows the Malaysia that will produce the first ever AI data saber using a made by Malaysia AI chip backed by ARM. There you have it. As far as I'm concerned, this 20 kilogram in weight. Very much special for today. Congratulations for everyone involved. Made by Malaysia. Truly honored and incredible and momentous occasion indeed. And up next, we're going to begin. Kindly remain on the stage. We're going to begin with our next agenda for today. That is the MOU exchange ceremony and the contract agreement exchange. Now, I kindly invite our guests of honor to kindly line up together at the center of the stage. Meantime, we're going to proceed with MOU exchange first in between the Ministry of Economy and ARM. Please welcome Yang Berbahagia Dato' Nur Azmi Diron to the center of the stage and Mr. Will Abbey representing ARM to proceed with the MOU exchange. Witnessed by Yang Berhormat Prime Minister, Minister of Economy, Minister of MITI, Yang Berbahagia Chief Secretary General and ARM CEO. Congratulations! This MOU exchange marks ceremony signify that Malaysia is redefining its semiconductor industry with an end-to-end manufacturing ecosystem. Congratulations. Now we have one more, that is the contract agreement exchange in between MIDA and ARM. Now please welcome the representative from MIDA, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Sheikh Samsul Ibrahim Sheikh Abdul Majid, the Chief Executive Officer of MIDA, as well as Mr. C.K. Sang, the VP Sales North America and President Taiwan. Please welcome up on the stage. For your information, ladies and gentlemen, this contract agreement exchange prove a seamlessness that guarantees quality, cost efficiency across the entire supply chain to fulfill aspiration for high-value, high-tech products made by Malaysia. Congratulations to everyone involved, especially MIDA, Ministry of Economy, and ARM all together. There you have it. We're done together. Let's take a photo together to capture this momentous occasion. I kindly invite our representative from MIDA and Unlimited to kindly stand at the side of our guest of honor in one line together. All right, let's take one formal photo together. Hand at the side of your hip and smile for the camera in 3, 2, 1. Let's take one semi-casual photo. Thumbs up together. Show it to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more request. Yang Berhormat Prime Minister and guest of honor, one photo with our guests here. Kindly stand at your chair and everyone kindly rise together. And members of the media, please stand on the main stage here. We'll take photos together of our guests of honor and our audiences here. All right, kindly rise and stand together and smile for the camera, shall we? At your own place, at your own seat. All right, keep looking at the camera. We're going to go together. This might make to the front page of our newspaper and media for tonight. We have marked a momentous occasion all together by launching the ship Made in Malaysia. Smile together for the camera. Let's go thumbs up together. 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we've come to an end to our session for today. And Yang Berhormat Prime Minister will now take his leave. Thank you, Dato Seri, for your unwavering commitment in shaping Malaysia's future as a global technology powerhouse. And we also would like to extend our gratitude to our partners, dignitaries, and everyone who has made this collaboration possible. And as we move ahead, let us continue to drive progress, foster innovation, and work together in building a future where Malaysia stands as a leader in semiconductor technology. As we know, the hashtag for today, Made in Malaysia. Thank you. Selamat berbuka puasa to anyone who is fasting today and have a safe trip back home.
Kesejahteraan masa depan. Ayo seluruh anak bertivi, bangunkan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Ayo seluruh anak bertivi, sembarakan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Keyakinan jadi ikutan, pendirian jiwa ihsan, nilai hormat keras diminda, daya cipta luar biasa. Kesejahteraan masa depan. Ayo seluruh anak bertivi, bangunkan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Ayo seluruh anak bertivi, sembarakan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. 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 Peradaban kita bangunkan, bina kota, bina insan. Dari budi jadi budaya, bina asas kemampanan. Kesejahteraan masa depan. Ayo seluruh anak bertivi, bangunkan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Ayo seluruh anak bertivi, sembarakan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Keyakinan kesejahteraan